Last time on Polymorph Self, the epic saga of Seyda, her greatsword, and a team of callous elves. Having awoken on a frosty moor, we were forced to endure some horrible elf poetry, and upon returning to Lunanami, we ran into an old and lowly acquaintance who let us in on the changes that had occurred in our absence. My homeland of the Raka has now become the 5th protectorate under the Whiteblades. Princess Arpitani of said Whiteblade family proved herself to be an even bigger bitch than she first appeared, and we ended up eating misery soup. Over the soup of tears, Hjani's citizenship deception started to weigh heavily on her mind. While Onas had a mysterious vision, maybe. He wouldn't tell us about it and may have just been feeling bad about the chef, but I doubt that very much. Back in the city, some ominous changes had taken place, including a giant flame lance pointing straight into town. We took the Princess of Pain along as we made our report to Captain Kolo, who revealed that the Whiteblades seemed to be making a power play.
Well, I guess I know who my real best guys are now then.
That's top guys. We prefer top guys.
Top guys. Listen, Hjani, Bjorn, Seyda, and Onas. This is amazing. Did you find the ornithopter too?
Yep.
It's at the tower.
Well, kind of. It's near the tower. We've got it. It's safe. It's fine. Yeah.
This is unbelievable. You've saved us essentially. You've saved me. This is amazing. We must go and make our report to the prince.
First, Captain, what's been going on around here? We saw there's a bit of an extra bit of artillery in one of the towers. Everyone seems a little bit on edge.
You look like
scribes
a
were
busy
running.
little bee.
And lots of new recruits here. What's going on?
Prince Callus is claiming our town and the frontier as a 5th noble protectorate.
Ooh.
And here's the thing. Messages have been sent to the highest level, to the hidden woodland capital of Kikathra, to the seers.
I mean, are they okay with this declaration, or is this like a civil war?
Well, the Castellan of the town of Linakireka has received messages back. Apparently, it's not a big problem or issue that the Raka might become an incorporated noble area. The issue is that one of the 4 noble families of the capital is already House Whiteblade. Mm-hmm. And what they're concerned about is if this is also House Whiteblade, it's disturbing the balance. Like, those 4 families have an equal part of the biggest city.
So the Whiteblades are already in charge of one of the
They already have
aren't they?
one of the 4 protectorates, so they're basically debating they're literally debating the bureaucracy of it, whether or not this counts as a separate one or not. And clearly, before the winter really cuts us off, they're not. It's gonna go on. So he's got the place at least for the winter. And we can't do much about it. He only managed to get these 50 extra personal troops here, though, because there's no way he can get a whole garrison up from the icy bay while the weather goes.
And what is the official line of the Rangers on this turn of events?
We must be loyal to the noble families of our nation, and I myself will do my duty. But we're going to have to make do for the winter.
Interesting.
As she says that, she continues to speak, looking over one shoulder out of one eye at the fact that Arpitani, Prince Callus's daughter, is right behind you. And she continues by saying, and that is my stance on things, but because of course I am a captain in the army of our great nation, and I always remain loyal to our nobles.
I give her a long, laborious wink.
Arpitani herself.
That I get it.
Yeah, she's in earshot, but she doesn't seem interested, but she is in earshot.
All right, I give her a quick wink.
That's Arpitani. Did you know anything about this move that your father was going to make?
What? Sorry, what are you guys talking about?
Oh, apparently your father's made a power grab which fundamentally changes the political power in the entire nation of elves, and I just wondered if you knew anything about this or had any kind of opinion on it.
You did mention that your father was on a holy mission, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. If it's gone through, that means Lunanami is ours. And so is the ornithopter. Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
You know what, you guys? I'm going to put a word in his ear. Your special team, I'm going to be your patron.
Hey.
And you can use my ornithopter anytime you like.
Hey.
And I'm going to come up with some really cool shit for you to do.
Thanks, Your Highness.
You can bomb people with that, can't you, from above? Awesome.
Yeah.
That's one thing we could do.
That's the thing we could do.
Bomb as hard as Bjorn does whenever he tries doing stand-up. Not that hard, I'm sorry.
That was a funny joke.
That was...
You going to roll on that?
No, you can...
It's funny?
You can have that
See if
one.
we think that's
You can have
funny.
that.
Captain Corlo says, should we go and make the report then? Or should we send a message to bring him here? Or should we go there? Princess Whiteblade, what should we do? I don't care.
Hey, Captain Colin,
It's up to you.
how about we...
yes.
There's a little bar that we like to frequent, and maybe you'd like to come and speak to us.
Frequent?
Frequent? He's frequent.
I think we should just go to the
We go
prince.
to it.
I think,
Frequent
yeah,
is the
let's just
correct
go-
word.
Yeah,
Carry
I
on.
know
Keep
it is.
speaking.
I
It
know
seems
it's
a little
the
weird
correct
to
word.
invite the prince to like some
Not the
random
prince,
bar.
not the prince, our captain. And just talk to her on the QT off the record.
But don't we need to?
we need to. The princess is here. We should take the princess home
She's
first.
going by
She
herself.
wants to go see. No, we
No,
have to
no,
go
we're
present
going
her
with
to.
her.
I'm Captain Corlo. We must make our report to
Yeah.
to the prince right now. Should I bring him here or should we go to the tower?
Let's go there.
Let's
Let's
go there.
go to
We
the
go to
tower.
the tower.
Okay. You all go to the tower. As you leave the town on the north side, you see the ornithopter, where you left it, parked. No one is daring to touch it, of
Hey,
course.
buddy.
On the way past, Onas nonchalantly walks directly up to it, where all the people around dare not even go near it, and he gives it a little pat.
Yeah.
And everyone looks at him like he's a big shot.
I am. What can I say?
You arrive at the base of the tower, where there doesn't appear to be any doors or windows, just the solid black onyx front to it. And suddenly, not as if by magic, but actually by magic, a doorway opens in front of you. And two House Whiteblade guards usher you in to a kind of open hall. It's the ground floor appears to be one open area, like a hall, lit by magical light, and sitting at the far end on a throne, which seems to be carved out of bleached bone, is Prince Callus Whiteblood. Flanking him is his daughter, the Frostbitten, Karna Tani Whiteblade, and a contingent of guards. And he says, "Enter. I see you have my ornithopter, and you have my daughter, and you have my thanks. Now, come before me and make your full report. Tell me everything that happened. Where was she? What was going on out there? What did you encounter? Make your report to me now, and do not leave anything out."
I leave this to our scribe.
Your Highness, may I firstly say I like what you've done with this place. It's a lovely decor, and it's an honour to be in your presence.
Thank you.
So we set off on our mission, and it was we encountered some hobgoblins, and we killed them.
Hobgoblins.
Yeah, they were hobgoblins, which we thought was very strange.
Our mortal enemies.
Yeah, our mortal enemies, but we killed them. We also we travelled north a bit, we travelled south a bit, travelled a little bit east, and then a bit more east, and then we encountered fellow rangers who
The other teams, yes.
The
What
other
of
teams.
them? How did they fare?
well, you know, it's we thought it would be better to work as separate teams, and we tried our best to give them advice, and it seems, you know, there's people have different skill sets.
Well,
and
this
some of them-
Hjani Kitu has quite the reputation on the Raqqa, I'm told.
Well, this is what we've heard, but
Frankly,
we
I'm
haven't-
surprised that you came back ahead of her.
We are too. We've heard this reputation as well, and it was a shock to us that she just seemed ineffectual. Really,
Never meet your heroes.
Never meet your heroes, and we won't again because she's no longer our hero. The most disturbing thing, though, was we did discover some kind of weird cult who seemed to have kidnapped your daughter, and we rescued her from this.
Tell me
cult.
more of this weird cult.
Well, what do you know of anti-theophany?
Interesting. What did you see of them?
Well, firstly, let me give you. I've got this pamphlet, which might be of help to you. This book on anti-theophany. If you wanted to read it, you could.
Can you show me that while you
Here
continue?
you
your
go.
report?
Here's the book, and
And by the way, you know that Kikatha nobles have the highest level of sort of education and
sure,
privilege.
yeah, it's kind of a tough read, but it's worth persevering with. I think you just need to get through the first chapter or two.
Tell me more about this strange cult.
Well, they like death. I think one of those death cults.
There's quite a lot of necromancy involved, it seems.
Well, they can do this. They can raise from the dead. They can do this kind of thing where they grab your heart and make it stop. They're pretty bad.
Yeah, they were traveling in what looked like a
circus?
carnival. Yeah, like a traveling circus with many animals. And they were headed towards something that they spoke of as a portal.
They had a dark portal, didn't they? Yeah.
A
Dark
portal. I have heard tell in many circles in the capital, and also in my studies of 2, perhaps 3,000 years ago, even at the founding of our nation, of an old enemy, a religion such as this, and that they carried out raids on elven cities. But of course, it is so far back beyond most record that we take it as legends. But this is a disturbing development that you seem to confirm that these people are not only real but still around.
Would fully enclosed helmets around their heads that sometimes in the shape of animals, would that ring any bells with you? Or be,
Yes, some of them, the higher ranked ones, would legendary recreate their own visage in the masks, and others, like more lowly acolytes, would use animal faces.
And
yes.
were there any stories of white dragons connected to them?
Of course, white dragons are linked by legend to the Greatwood in all of our civilization.
Were there any stories of throwing daggers into the eye holes of these metal masks? Did any of those ring a bell?
May I have your name too?
Bjorn Dierkfjall?
Well, Bjorn, I thank you for your service, and I have not heard such things, and I would like to hear the rest of the report now. How did my daughter come to be there? Where was the ornithopter? Tell me more. Oh, by the way, this whole time, Hjani becomes aware of Karnatani uncomfortably eyeballing the hilt of your sword and sort of becoming deep in thought. Onas, continue.
Anyway, so yes, we discovered the princess had been captured by them after she had taken the ornithopter out for research purposes. Yeah.
I tug your sleeve and whisper quickly, I think Arpitani can explain how she got the ornithopter and all
Anyway,
that,
there was
all that, all
something.
that.
We found her at that point, but just prior to finding her, we'd also found the downed ornithopter, which was surrounded by hobgoblins and one of these anti-theophany priests, whom we slaughtered. And then we rescued your daughter, and fortunately, we did find a use for those other lesser ranger teams. They provided quite the effective distraction as we fought our way out bravely and then escaped. And then we made it back to the ornithopter, and I managed to fly it as your daughter was a little worse for wear, and we flew it back to from whence it came.
Arpitani steps forward and goes, Father, may I speak? These rangers may look like lowly peasant scum of our society who, 3 of them are not even full citizens, in fact. But let me tell you by experience, they are absolute heroes of our realm who have served you well, recovered the ornithopter for us, brought me back. They have excelled themselves in every way as far as I've seen. And I recommend that in the new 5th Protectorate, they should be given a significant role. And, that perhaps even I could patronize this team. In this event, now Arpitani looks sideways at your motioning to your fingers. In this event, of course, would require them, I understand, to be promoted in all to full citizens, and I would personally sponsor them.
What, all 3 of us non-citizens become citizens?
That's right, Master Onas, you deserve it.
Oh, why, thank you. I've always wanted to be a citizen just like my good friend Hjani.
Yeah, it's great.
She is my role model.
Prince Callus will speak. I have made a decision. Not only have you served this realm, you have served me in this time of declaring my birthright in the 5th Protectorate. Without your intervention, it may not even have been possible. Here's what I'm going to do. Back in Kikathraxia, in the heart of our civilization, we have the noble armies, and the rangers who go into the Greatwood are separate. But I have, in my time in the Raqqa, I've come to understand that the rangers are integral here, that they are the lifeblood of the activity, of the harvest, of the land, and ranging and the ranger duty is the highest form of civil service here. So I have decided to create an elite level of being a ranger. And you are going to be House Whiteblade's, on the 5th Protectorate's first elite ranger team.
Oh, yeah.
And I will immediately have Bjorn, what's your name?
Seyda.
Seyda, and Mr. Onas. I will immediately have your current division carve you your citizenship ring.
Oh, thank you.
So you can join Hjani here in full citizenship.
Yeah.
Wow, 4 full citizens together in an elite team.
It'll be nice to welcome you guys to the table, guys. Oh, is it warm in here or is it just me?
And based on your experience, I'm going to assign you to the castle of Lunanami, and your holy patron from our noble house in this new era will be my daughter Arpitani. I think it's about time she took some responsibility now that our branch of the family has a greater duty to our nation, and I'm going to give her more power to control. And Arpi, my daughter, you are now the patron of the first branch of the elite rangers of the Wrecker, and you will provide them with whatever they need to carry out the work that they have to do.
Thank you, sir. I have one question. It might seem like a bit like
you have earned the right to ask me a question.
It might seem like inside. Imagine there's a game with a ball and you ran around bases. It might seem like inside of the rules of that. Let's call it baseball. It might seem like inside baseball if that were
Ask
sport.
your question,
Oh
sir.
God.
As a scribe, I'm interested in these, the admin, and I know that there's a central record of citizens which is linked to the rings that we have and the numbers. Where just so I know how long this is going to take in the whole admin process. Where are those central records?
I'm sorry.
kept?
This is a business for the city's castellan in the town hall.
Oh, so I could ask him and you give your blessing on me to find that information out from him.
He's a really good administrator.
Yeah, I just love admin. Love
Master
it.
Onas, you have me on a good day. I don't understand what you're going on about, but let me tell you this. When you go into the town of Reka now and walk on the streets, you carry mine and my daughter's authority as elite rangers of the 5th Protectorate. If you go out there and ask of people things that pertain to your duty and they do not cooperate, you should mete out justice and know that you have my backing.
Justice, that could involve decapitation.
I'm the
I
purveyor of
believe
justice.
that's your department.
You no longer have a captain. You answer to Arpitani for your orders, or if you feel you should check in. Oh, by the way, as a crack ranger team, I know how the rangers work. You still can scope out and carry out your own missions as you like, but you should go to Arpitani for help and listen to her. She may command you to do something, but she is the one to listen to in that case.
Right.
Now, at that point, Karnatani, Whiteblade, the Frostbitten, the tall elven princess warrior with the black frostbite scar down her face, and the identical sword to Hjani says, your name is Hjani.
Yes.
May I see your sword?
Of course, my princess.
Okay, you draw your sword. She draws hers, and she looks at both of them, and you do have identical magic long swords of frost down to every detail.
Twinsies!
Oh my god.
Where did you come across this blade?
I was led to it by visions.
Interesting. We shall talk anon on another day.
Okay. Sure.
It's just, sir, before we leave, get permission to speak for 1 second.
If there is any time in which I will allow a non-citizen to speak, now is it, so do not waste this opportunity.
Sir, I just want to say that I'm overwhelmed. Today, we have gone from being a crack team to top guys to an elite ranger team.
Please don't do stand up. Please don't do stand up.
Shut up.
Let the man speak, Master Onas.
This is overwhelming. This is an honor, and I love where this kingdom's going. The 5th Protectorate is A-okay by me. I love what you guys are doing with the place. This is great, and thanks. Just thank you. Thanks.
All right.
Your passion has moved me, and I feel like if this new elite team should ever need a name, a catchphrase,
Elite Ranger Team, sir.
or
Elite
something,
Ranger Team.
it is. You can name it. It's fine. Elite Ranger Team.
Mm-hmm.
Elite Ranger Crack Team. Elite Crack Ranger. Anything you like, it's fine by me. We thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And it's at this point that the DM hands out the other side of rewards, which is experience points.
Ooh.
Because, hold on to your hats, everybody.
Okay.
We should have a theme song. Elite Ranger Team.
That could be a thing coming soon.
Hey, are we out of the game right now?
Yeah, we are, yeah.
Thank God. I fucking hate this character. Bjorn fucking dickball.
So I'll just read it out, and then I've already written down how much each it is, but if you guys get ready, and then we'll go through, because I believe it may level you up. What are you all on now?
Well, I'm on 5156 because I got that 50 extra. She's probably on 5206. And you're on 5106.
So how much would you need to level up each?
We're 6,000 we level up, isn't it?
Yeah. So 900 points for me.
846 for me.
Okay.
Yeah, we're 894.
Okay, so here we go.
I thought you got extra 100 experience points last time, Elaine, didn't you?
I thought we ended up splitting that
You
amongst
got-
the group.
You got one
Yeah,
bonus.
but these are your mission goals, okay?
Yeah.
So these are the total for the mission goals, which you then have to split up. So find and return the ornithopter is worth 1,500 points. Find and return Arpitani alive, 1,500 points.
What would
And-
have been dead?
Well, I had it. Yeah, well, you would have just. blown-
want to know, bro.
3,000.
There was a thing if you found her, you fucked it up, but you kind of were able to report what had happened. It would have been a much lesser thing. But there's also your promotions are also worth 200 each, 800. So the total is 3,800, which between 4 people is what?
1,200.
Yeah.
4,800 was the total, yeah?
No,
3,000.
3,8 is the total.
Then that's not so
900
easy.
something.
It's 900, isn't it? 38. Is it?
975-ish, I think. Something like that.
Oh my God, we're embarrassing ourselves on the pod.
Oh no. Embarrassing ourselves on a Dungeons and Dragons podcast. Someone might think we're geeks.
That's right.
We're
Well, geeks
not
that
knowing
can't add
maths.
up.
Yeah, we're cool dungeoneers. We don't know how to add.
Well, if it was 4,000, it would be
936
1,000 each, right? And
Yeah,
it's 200, it's
exactly.
100 less.
That's what I was doing.
So it's like 950, I believe, right? Because
Have 950 each,
Yeah.
yay!
which
like
means...
the
Yeah, she's right. It's 950. It's 950.
It is.
Yes!
Which means you have all gone up to level 4.
Yay!
And we're going to do this right now on pod because we've got to have some gaming geeky aspects in here. Although I have...
What, the playing Dungeons and Dragons wasn't gaming and geeking enough for
No,
you?
it's not. It's normal. It's completely normal.
Not playing.
It's normal.
It's living. We're
It's
living
normal.
Dungeons and Dragons.
To anybody listening to this right now, what are you doing?
So, I'm going to start with Bjorn. You are now a rogue level 4. Bjorn, have you got one of the erasers? Because we're doing you first.
No, I'm just switching out with Elaine.
We'll go one by one. I've got lists here, ending with Onas because he's got the most, I guess.
Yeah.
So, first of all, Bjorn, you get, at level 4, everybody, in fact, but you get an extra ability point to add to one of your 6 abilities. Wow.
Wow!
Any idea which one you'd like to choose?
Do I have to shout it out to you right now, or...?
Well, I mean, what have you got there that you think should be improved over time? Because one may not carry it into the next category. It depends which one it is, you know.
Yeah.
Like, what's your dexterity right now as a rogue?
17.
So 18 would move it from +3 to +4 on
Whatever.
the bonus.
Okay, then, yeah, all right. I'm adding it to Dex. I am so fickle. I
Yeah.
can be swayed very easily.
I will make lots of sounds as I pick up the rulebook.
I'm eating a donut as well, so that might make sounds.
Yeah, that's podcast gold eating. So stay away from the mic while you're doing it. Yeah.
Might be lots of sounds.
Yeah, but so I'm looking in the player's handbook to confirm that thing about abilities that 16, 17 modifier +3, 18, 19 modifier +4, which would give you an extra 1 on your AC and increase your ranged or thrown attacks.
Yeah.
The next one is you get 1d6 more hit points and you can ignore 1s on the roll.
1d6. Oh, yeah.
Your hit dice is 1d6, so if it's a 1 you can re-roll it, but we'll declare it as if we're playing the game and
So,
everything.
I'm sorry. I'm still.
So roll 1d6.
That's a 6.
You get 6 more hit points.
All right.
Yay!
Thank you.
Now for your skills, the maximum ranks you can add onto a skill now increases to 7 or 3.5 for non-class skills. That's the thing which is at the very top of the skills chart. And as a rogue with a good intelligence bonus, you get 12 more points to distribute amongst your skills
Okay, I will
as
distribute
you see
those.
fit. Also, your base attack bonus, your base attack goes up to +3, which gives you +1 on all attacks you have, handheld or ranged. It also affects the grapple, which is below it. Your grapple is base
Yeah,
attack plus
yeah,
strength, yeah.
Oh, I guess I didn't adjust that before.
And there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Oh,
Now,
for God's sake.
Your saving throws, your base saves are now 1, 4, and 1 for reflex, fortitude, and will. So I believe it's your fortitude's gone up, right? The base.
Oh,
save.
base save. Yeah, 1, 4, 1. So yeah.
Yeah, because that's not the totals, because there's still like
Okay.
other stuff that gets added from the ability, right? But the base is now 1, 4, 1. So
Okay.
which will have increased the
My reflex to 7.
Yeah. And finally, at 4th level, thieves get the skill, or rather rogues, get the skill Uncanny Dodge, which you write on the back and your special abilities. And what that means is you cannot be flat-footed or surprised on your AC. So if you are surprised, if an invisible creature tries to attack you, if someone tries to backstab you, or if another person wins the initiative on the first move, you will not lose AC for flat-footed.
Welcome to the dodging team.
Yeah, you've got that one too as a barbarian, yeah. Bjorn, do you sort of understand fully what I mean by that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're out of game right now. Call me Colin. Please.
No, it's too weird during the podcast.
All right?
Yeah.
You're a goddamn weirdo.
Yep. Okay, so that's the hit points, your ability point on dexterity, your skill ranks, your base attacks up, your base saves, and you get uncanny dodge. Let's go to Hjani,
Yay!
who has become fighter level 4.
Yes.
Hjani, do you have a constitution bonus?
No, I do not.
So you get 1d10 more hit points, and you can re-roll 1s,
All right.
but not 2s. This is good.
Okay.
That's it.
Is this a D10? Yes, it is. Please.
0 is 10, not 0.
9.
9 more points on your
Thank
hit
goodness.
points, taking you up to
26.
nice. And you also get to add an ability point. And for you, I've got down 2 obvious recommendations. Strength to 16 would make your modifier +3.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution to 12 would give it +1, which would add +1 to your hit points for every level. It would we could retcon it, so it would actually end up giving you 4 extra hit points. And Constitution's also a bonus on Fortitude saves.
I think I just want to hit things harder.
So you can put your strength up 1 to 16, and the modifier becomes +3, which will add into all your attacks
Nice.
and damage.
Yeah, I just like to hit things. I'll try to avoid being hit.
Now, your skills also go up to... Oh, in fact, everyone's skills go up to maximum ranks 7 or 3.5 for non-class, because it's your level +3, basically.
Okay.
And as a fighter, unfortunately, with no intelligence bonus, you get 2 more points to add to skills.
Fantastic.
I know it sounds bad compared to Bjorn, but rogues get significantly the most, followed by barbarians, and then everybody else.
Yeah, they're skill monkeys, and also I just need to hit things.
Your base attack goes up to +4.
Sweet.
So, which will then, of course, stack into all your attacks.
Mm-hmm.
And your base saves become 4-1-1, so I think your fortitude has gone up, right?
Yes, my fortitude has gone up.
And then, fighter at level 4 gets a bonus feat. Now, there's a big list to choose from, and you can always defer it to the next session, but I have got 3 suggestions that I saw.
Let's hear them.
You can get, with your dexterity and your pre-existing archery feats, you can get precise shot, which means no penalty shooting into melee, or melee, depending if you're British, which means next time you want to shoot someone, I say, well, Bjorn or Seyda's kind of in front, and if you fail, you might hit them, and there's a penalty. You have no penalty and no chance of hitting them.
Oh.
That's one chance.
What if I'm
shot.
in front? You only said Bjorn or Seyda.
Well, because we don't want to figure in if she wants to hit you or not. So
And
anyway,
you're never in front.
the next one is
That's true.
there is a feat called skill focus, and then you just choose any skill, and it adds 3 to that skill as a miscellaneous bonus. And I've suggested skill focus jump, and you'd add 3 to your jumping ability.
Jump around.
And the last one is a one called lightning reflexes, which adds 2 to your reflex save.
Oh.
So you can maybe pick one of those 3 if they sound cool, or if you want to take your time, then you can always get your feat for the next session.
I think I like precise shot. Let's just do that one.
Okay, so no penalty shooting into
Yeah.
a fight.
I feel like Robin Hood, only I don't, fight for the poor.
You fight for the fascist,
Yeah.
racist, elven
He
nobles.
just fights to disembowel people and decapitate
That
them.
brings us to Seyda the Barbarian.
Yay.
You get, at first, 1d12 plus 2 hit points.
Oh, 1d12.
Yeah, Barbarian has the highest hit dice. And 2 plus 2 is from your Constitution bonus.
Okay, let's do this. 1.
But as we've already, for hit
can
dice,
re-roll.
you can re-roll ones. I'd roll it and not drop it for the sake of my ears.
Oh, sorry. That's 9. 11.
Do you get 11 more hit points?
That takes me up to 47.
47.
47.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but I'm down to 19 at the moment because we haven't healed up.
Okay. Oh, everyone can go back to maximum hit points.
Yay.
Oh, really?
I'm
So I just
47.
realised I was on 4.
Yeah,
The entire
no,
time. Ah,
no, you're back. You're fine. You've had time to see clerics visit temples and get things.
Okay, I was gonna.
That brings us to
What
Okay, Seyda can add 1 ability point. And again, if you use it on your strength bonus goes up to +3, which adds 1 to all your attacks and damage. That's probably the obvious one, but it's up to you.
I do like hitting things, much like Hjani.
Yeah, you are both fighting characters.
Yeah, let's hit things harder.
And as well as your skill maximum ranks going up to 7, you get 5 points to spend on skills.
Goes up to 7.
There's more, because I'm doing this in order of who gets the most things, which is, again, it changes from level to level depending on your class. For example, Onas had to sort of endure minor level ups until now. But anyway, Seyda, then your base attack goes up to +4 like a fighter.
Oh, there we go.
Including your strength raise and your base attack raise, basically all your attacks and damage, all your attacks are going up +2.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, melee attacks is based off your strength plus your base attack bonus.
And range is your dexterity plus your base attack bonus.
Okay.
Exactly. Your base saves are 4-1-1, so your fortitude has gone up. Now, for your barbarian ability, one of your abilities that we never use or talk about has become twice a day, so I'm going to tell you about it.
Oh, my rage.
Yeah, you can now rage twice a day. Now,
You can rage.
yeah, let me explain this, because it's actually quite cool. You can do this twice a day. Barbarians can rage. What happens is, for your level and abilities, you can rage up to 7 rounds during a fight. And you can end it whenever you want, but the maximum is 7 rounds. During a rage, you get temporarily +4 strength, +4 constitution, and +2 will save. Which means your strength would go up to what? To 20, right? And you also lose 2 AC and can't do any skills that require judgment or concentration.
You big dummy.
So all those guys that you slashed apart before, that was non-rage killing.
I'm pretty chill for a barbarian.
So that was non-rage, okay.
And
Yeah,
then
so you're going to turn people into mist.
there's one other sort of drawback for it, which is when you finish the rage, you're fatigued for the remainder of the encounter. So if you do the rage and you come out of it, but there's still enemies, then you're basically, it's like the same, but they're minuses instead of pluses.
Oh, those same figures.
Yeah, so if you rage for like 5 rounds and stop it, but the encounter still goes on, you're basically sitting out the rest of the encounter. So that's the drawback of the rage. But you can do it up to 7 rounds. And 7 rounds with your strength increased by 4 is probably going to be fairly decisive. But the drawback is, if it's still going on, once you finish the rage, you're out for that encounter.
Hey, I'll pick up the slack, don't worry.
And now let's get to Onas.
Hey!
Onas.
Are we in character still for this?
No, we're just talking.
Also, I can drop that goddamn stupid English accent I do all the time. It's just ridiculous.
Keep the accent, please.
Whoa, what was
I
that
gotta keep-
accent?
This is my natural accent from the U.S. of... Okay, sorry.
Woody Allen?
So,
Whoa, now, come on. I know the guy's a pedophile and all, but
Woody.
Jesus, he doesn't deserve that.
People do call me Woody Adams sometimes, but it's not because of my Jewish humour or my ability to
sleep
with...
Onas, this is your moment.
Okay.
Now, before we do hit points, we should do your 1 ability point increase, because you adding 1 ability point has 2 obvious options to me.
Oh, okay.
If you add it to your charisma, you would reach 18 charisma, and your modifier would go up to +4, and that's the modifier for like your spell effects.
Okay.
Charisma is what a sorcerer...
For all spells, or for...
Yeah, when we calculate things like your spell effects, the saving throws against your spells, for a sorcerer, charisma is the key ability.
Oh, really?
So that would be quite good. The other one is, if you put your constitution up, you would end up with a +3 bonus, which counts on your hit points when you roll for hit points.
Oh.
So if you increase...
when I roll now, then that would...
Exactly.
add my...
So if you choose Constitution, you would get 1d4 +3 hit points as opposed to +2. And also, you retcon it, so you'd get 3 extra points for your previous levels.
Sure. I mean, the thing I was always worried about was, in the game and in real life, my intelligence, which is pretty low. But
that's for wizards. For
so
sorcerers,
wizards,
it's charisma as your
so
source
it doesn't
of
mean
your
I'm
power.
a dummy. Doesn't mean I'm
No,
stupid. Okay.
You're not a dummy. You're just,
Okay.
for the source of your magical power, charisma is the stat.
Is a stat. Okay, well,
Constitution
hit
would
points at the
really
moment?
get your hit points up, because you'd also get an immediate 3 hit point lift from retcon.
okay, so I get 3 points and I get an extra dice on my...
Yeah.
And how many dice would I be rolling with that extra dice?
1d4 +3.
Okay.
And then you'd also get another 3 for the
Okay.
ability point thing. So basically, if you chose Constitution to put up, your hit point increase for this level would be 1d4 +6.
I think I'm going to go for that because I've been riding the baseline of hit points a little bit too close lately. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to...
Okay.
So I add +1 on this
To
ability
your
modifier.
Constitution.
So +1, so now it's +3, yes.
Yeah. What does that take your Constitution to as a value there?
15 plus
To 16.
3 is 18.
No, to 1. You put that up 1 You get 1 ability point, right?
Right. Okay, so the Constitution goes up to 16.
Yeah, but that gives you a +3 modifier next to it on the sheet there.
Okay, I've got you. So it's 16 plus 3 it reads on the sheet now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now let's roll your hit points. 1d4 plus 3. Well, plus 6 if we retcon the Constitution bonus.
Retconning. Okay, where's the D4 here? We are.
Yeah, and again, 1s don't count for this one.
Okay. That's a 4.
Plus the 6 we've decided. So 10 more hit points.
Nice. That's almost doubled my hit points.
Now, all of you rolled high on your
Yeah,
hit point increases.
It's been a good day.
This is going well, yeah.
There's more to come, though. More goodness.
Of course there is. You get 2 more points to add on to your skills.
Okay.
And your base attack goes up to +2.
All right, let me add that base attack.
From +1, which means all your attacks are now +1 better than before. With Ray Pierre.
So 2 skill points, yes?
Yeah, to add on to the skills. But you can do that finally.
Okay.
But you have 2 points to add on.
I'll just mark
Your
down
base
that.
saving throws, the base saving throws, are now 1, 1, and 4. So your wisdom save has gone up, right?
Saving throws. So fortitude is...
The base save, the second column,
okay. Oh, I see.
is
So
now
1,
1, 1, 4.
Okay, so the will, wisdom...
Yeah,
one
will has gone up, yeah. Which is your resistance to magical spells.
So
and
I
mind
should
control.
also obviously pop up
The
that total
yeah,
by 1.
Exactly. Now, your spells.
Okay, let's do
If
it.
you go to the bottom of your second sheet,
Yep.
together with your charisma bonus, your spells per day column, which I think is it the first column?
There's 1 for each level, yeah.
So at the moment it's something like
6 and 5.
yeah.
plus
So
1.
now it becomes 7, 7, and 4 second level spells per day. Although you have to, as a sorcerer, you pick 1, you can do it 4 times a day. So 7, 7, and 4 in second level spells.
Okay.
And your spells known becomes 6, 3, and 1 second level. So you get an extra 0 and extra second.
Okay, great. And what about the there's a bonus spells column? Do I have to?
No, that's the same.
So that's the same. So it's 0 now for level 2.
Sorry.
Because my bonus spells it's 0 for level 0, 1 for level 1.
Oh,
And I assume
yeah. I'll explain that later
Okay,
off pod.
yeah,
It's really inside.
Okay.
That game.
Inside that game
Inside
that I
that game.
invented.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
But you get 6 level 0, 3 level 1, and 1 level 2, and you can cast 7, 7, and 4 a day.
What about the spell save?
Now your
DC?
shocking grasp, by the way. Oh, spell save.
Yeah,
yeah,
should
we'll
I
work
change
that
them?
out. I'll work that out.
Okay,
that's
fine.
2 inside baseball too.
Sure, I've never used it.
I use it when you cast spells on
Okay,
people.
great.
So it's your shocking grasp, by the way, is now 4d6 damage.
Whoa.
It does max out at 5d6 after the
Okay.
next level. Your summon monster has gone up to level 2, and on the back of your sheet I have written,
Oh, really?
it is no longer useless. Now you can bring up wolves, eagles, and riding dogs, all of which are the equivalent of like the wolves you met. Like they can actually bite for 1d8 plus something damage. And read out some of the stats of the fiendish wolf.
All right, so Fiendish Wolf has 2d6 plus 4 hit points. Yeah.
Hit dice.
Oh, hit dice.
What's
It
the
has
points?
14 hit points. It's initiative plus 2, armor class 14, bite plus 3, which does 1d8 plus 1 damage.
Right, so now suddenly all the things you can summon are actually like quite potent.
But of
Although
course,
riding dog still sounds funny.
and of course, these fiendish things. There's a
He's been doing
caveat.
that his whole life.
Yeah, I might bring in unintended consequences because normally you can only summon monsters aligned with your good alignment.
Am I good? Is
You
that
are,
my
yes,
alignment?
you are,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, I didn't know that.
I'm
Yeah.
neutral.
I think you're neutral. What did I write it? down?
Lawful.
Lawful neutral.
I don't actually
Lawful
have a...
neutral means like a soldier
Yeah,
who
you-
follows
Do I?
orders.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Alignment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
C. Oh, good. CN. I guess
Chaotic
that's-
neutral.
Chaotic
Yeah.
neutral.
Am I chaotic
We
neutral?
are alike.
Chaotic neutral's like a rover or a wanderer.
Oh, I thought I was good neutral.
He's
Neutral
a
good.
wanderer.
Neutral good. Chaotic neutral good.
Wanderer.
You're chaotic neutral.
Am I the only good person in this team?
What's yours?
Chaotic good.
That's like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I'm
Now,
gonna be a bit more
but let's
chaotic.
continue.
Oh, can I just point out
I'm totally a lawful
with that
person on
fiendish
this team.
the fiendish thing? I can only summon it in
No wonder I'm
when
so
I'm in
frustrated
danger.
all the
Extreme
time.
circumstances.
Extreme circumstances.
Because
What?
it's like accessing dark magic.
And I
against
can't
your
fully
will.
control it, but it will not attack me. Okay.
That's right. Now, let's continue because second level spells includes Flaming Sphere, where you conjure up a huge ball of fire, and for like X amount of rounds, you can just actually direct it around the place
That sounds pretty good.
and make it hit people. And even invisibility, which you'd be able to do 3 times a day.
Ooh.
But there is a list, so we'll come back to that, your second level spell.
Okay.
And now, you're familiar.
I beg your pardon?
you have summoned a magical winter stoat who is magically
yes.
connected to you.
Great.
Now, get ready to write this down, okay?
Please hide your stoat.
So,
You'll be seeing a lot more of him.
because this is the last thing to get written down before we can get back into the adventure.
Here we go.
It's going to be on the pod. You can name him as you like, or her, or it.
I can name it. Okay, it's a stoat, which is like a weasel. So I'm going to name it Weasley.
Oh.
Weasley Crusher. Weasley Crusher the stoat. You agree with that, Seyda?
I like it.
Yeah.
We got it.
He's a Weasley. He
Grown.
crushes.
Weasley Crusher. And it's white.
Star Wars.
It's a winter stoat.